Hello, welcome viewers in the future, and welcome anybody who happens along now, live in the present. I am scoping to you once again, from the top of the hill in Martinez, California, Wednesday afternoon, and it's a little bit hazy, some smoke in the air. So there's got to be I believe there's some more fires out there somewhere. It's not like it is in Southern California right now. Not as bad as it was a month or so ago here. But there's a view out the valley with the lovely Briones Ridge. Hello. Welcome, QIRV, to Periscope. It's your first day here. I haven't been here that many days. It's kind of a neat platform. I think it's a platform. I'm going to experiment with it and see how conducive it is to storytelling. I've seen people get on here and talk their philosophy and etc. And I'm going to see how conducive this format is to reading poetry. I've hit off my nice, lovely Zivia 0 calorie, 0 sugar cream soda. And maybe I'll read something to y'all. Ah, there I am. Hello. Oh, and let's see, wait a second. There is Xandar, as advertised. Hello, Xandar. You're a big guy. He's a really big cat. He weighs about 24 pounds. He's been here since June. He's the king of the garden now. Okay. Well, nobody's here live right now, so maybe somebody will pop up, or maybe this will be a hit on the replay. There are acorns falling about me. I'm in the gazebo in the very back of the yard here. I will read you a poem. This is, there's Jackie Girl. Hello. This is a poem by J.R.R. Tolkien. It's called The Stone Troll. Troll sat alone on his seat of stone and munched and mumbled a bare old bone. For many a year he had gnawed it near, for meat was hard to come by, done by, come by. In a cave in the hills he dwelt alone, and meat was hard to come by. Up came Tom with his big boots on. Said he to Troll, "Pray, what is yon? For it looks like the shin of mine Uncle Tim. I should be a lion in graveyard, caveyard, paveyard. This many a year has Tim been gone, and I thought he were lying in graveyard." "My lad," said Troll, "this bone I stole. But what be bones that lie in a hole? Thine uncle was dead as a lump o' lead, afore I took his shin bone, tin bone, thin bone. He can spare a share for a poor old troll, for he don't need his shin bone. Said Tom, I don't see why the likes of thee, without axe can leave, should go making free with the shank or the shin of my father's kin. So hand the old bone over, rover, trover. Though dead he be, it belongs to he. So hand the old bone over. For a couple of pins, says Troll and grins, I'll eat thee too and gnaw thy shins. A bit of fresh meat will go down sweet. I'll try my teeth on thee now. He now, see now. I'm tired of gnawing old bones and skins. I've a mind to dine on thee now. But just as he thought his dinner was caught, he found his hands had hold of naught. Before he could mind, Tom slipped behind and gave him the boot to larn him, warn him, darn him. A bump of the boot on the seat, Tom thought, would be the way to larn him. But harder than stone is the flesh and bone of a troll that sits in the hills alone. As well set your boot to the mountain's root, for the seat of a troll don't feel it, peel it, heal it. Old Troll laughed when he heard Tom groan, and he knew his toes could feel it. Tom's leg is game since home he came, and his bootless foot is lasting lame. But Troll don't care, and he's still there, with the bone he boned from its owner, donor, boner. Troll's old seat is still the same, and the bone he boned from its owner. Let's see if what Xandar thought. Xandar, what did you think? Really? Really? Uh, yes, well, he's totally chilling. He's chilling. You're chilling. Now I'm chilling too. Let's see here. I will read something else here. Something I wrote. Again, from the Roarshock page. Still reading from the collected volume 1 of the Roarshock. You've seen this before, right, Jackie? Here's one. Alaska was sinking. Alaska was sinking into the ocean. I could see it clearly, the wrath of God, because I was a stranger. But those who lived there refused to accept the truth. I was at the home of a friend of mine. Inside we were snug and warm, but the outside was piled high with snow and ice. We took short walks to the town, which lay across a narrow ice-choked channel. The perilous crossing was made on a narrow and slippery bridge which was suspended many hundreds of feet above the channel below. On one occasion, as my friend and I were returning home across that bridge, a fearsome storm blew in to try and snuff out our lives. Overhead, I saw the swirling, snow-heavy clouds and heard the howling wind. I looked below me and saw the great chunks of ice churning and crunching together in the frozen waters. We hurried on across the bridge, my friend slipping once and nearly falling, but at last we reached the relative safety of the far side and hurried on to his house. When we had caught our breath, I turned to him and said, "We must get away from here. Alaska is sinking into the ocean." What else could I read? Nice to have just open time and an totally open format to work in, and people can watch or not watch. The beeping in the background is there's the park down below, and it's been being totally refurbished, and they've only been doing that for about 2 years now, I guess. That's what the beeping is. There's some little piece of construction equipment there beeping about as they do whatever they're doing. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. Here's one. This is I guess this would be a very early example. Yeah, some of my, well, not that early, but volume 1 Roarshock page early. It is actually, that might have been the recycling truck. It is trash day. And they send there's 3 different trucks that come around, one for the regular trash, one for the recycling, and one for the green, like yard clippings and stuff like that. And so that might have, you're right, that could have been that. But they also are working on the park. Believe me, they're doing that too. So let's see if I can read this. This is it. We'll see about this. This is from Roarshock Page, Volume 1, Number 11, November 25th, 1999. Real Audio Label Notes, the 80s Remix, Pattertwig, Neo-Pagan Sampler, Friendly Order of Asilomar Trolls, and Gualala Weirdness Committee Master Tape, August 1984. Historical Document, culled from the archives, August 1984. Old radio shows, Charlie McCarthy, War of the Worlds, about War of the Worlds. Old radio shows, David's old tapes. The Captured Kingdom, Professor Elvis Von Drake, and other classic recordings doing the char, doing the char. There's little criticism from the Blue Jays. Okay. Tom Glazier sings For and With Children. The Bare Necessities, Off to See the Wizard. Yo hey whoa whoa ho, yo hey whoa whoa ho. Sacred Snake and Lizard Rhythms. Asilomar Tape, 1983. Okay, Alan, and well, Dave. Gualala Training Tape, 1983. 1. Antiquated Piscean Age Thinking. 2. Flat Baroque and Berserk. Simmer down, you Blue Jays. 3. Baudelaire would be so proud. 4. En route with the lute. A Syllabar tape, 1982. A Syllabar meeting. The Three Stooges and Bob Zimmerman. Filler. Trips 6 ? Festival 4/66. Stage rap. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Football and the Fine Art of Hiding. Live and recorded from the room of Daniel. A Syllabar training tape, 1984. This audio game belongs to Dave Latham and Ty Roberts. That was the year that was. Recorded at 1 7/8 Trippy Music. Pink Floyd selections. John Lilly meta programs. Alan Watts, Zen and Semantics. Tom Robbins, Left-Handed Universe. Bloomsday. James Joyce, inventor of the tape recorder. Daniel C. Nettle election platform. Miskatonic University, Arkham, Massachusetts. Founded 1635. Library tape number 23B. The Eye in the Pyramid. B.T. Elder in concert. Pagans versus Reagan. Elder at Misk U. Pirated audio drop receptions from Negative Land. This side is weird. Listen to with headphones. Directing a play by Tyrone Guthrie. On the Road with Library, UFO, Cows, and Beer. A Fool and His Dope Are Soon Eraserhead. Tim Leary as Dog. Directing a play, Living Color, Inside Non-Dogmatic Doggishness for the New Age from B.T. Elder. Juan Leary Troll the Deceiver stars in A Tale of True Trolls. Frank Sinatra sings Mercer from Gordon Phipps Department Store. Wagner music. All Hail King Louis the 23rd. Alternative texts, Z alternative texts, Y 122383. This audio game belongs to and is augmented by Alan K. Lipton. 122383 alternative texts, X. A Silomar training tape for 1984. The Universe Next Door. Mr. Lentz class, December 3, 1963. Christmas Carols orchestra side. This is not a Grateful Dead tape. Please duplicate. Recorded and mixed at Picasso Soundworks, Davis, California, June 1984. AC/DC High Voltage, Australian import. AT&T Long Lines. Bill Davison. Ralph's Fucking Speech. Mick Stone and the Rolling Jaggers. AT&T Long Lines, April Fool's Day, 1983. Nuclear Terror. April Fool's Day, 1983. Let's swamp them Indians. Exodus 3. Troubadour of Oaxaca. Null and Void. Live Dead rerun. Ross Smith, Children and Drugs. Standard School Broadcast, program number 3, Exploring the New World, series 1967-68. Good old Grateful Dead, Reno, Nevada, 13 March 1982. Standard School Broadcast, program number 5, Colonial America, Standard Series, 1967, 68. Universe Next Door, April Fool's Day, 1984. This is really holding the crowd, I can see here. December 23, 1983, and beyond. April 7, 8, 1984, Scandalize, John Lennon, 1940, 1980. Recorded 12/9/80. Standard School Broadcast. Republic is established. Program number 9. Series 1967-68. Bad News in Jerry's Throat. Grateful Dead live. Passaic, New Jersey, November 24, 78. With commercials. We're pissed. Definite occasion for a party. Santa Reggae Xmas, World Beatle Xmas, Holy Sessions, Messing Around number 1, 127/79. Screaming Punk Blues, April Fool's Day, 1979. The Troll Tape, September 9, 1979, by 3 very definite bridge trolls. The Summer of Madness, The Last Penellian, The Last Penellian, The Summer of Madness. September 19th, 1979, by David Wilson. Also, a Asilomar Kaleidoscope, May 3, 1980. Poems by David Wilson. Reread, read by David Wilson. Recompiled, November 1999. That was a lot to read. But somebody stuck through it and listened to the whole thing. Now let's see if I can scroll up for the comments. See if I can do that. Middle of the screen. Yeah, there we go. But Xandar better not try and catch any blue jays. Xandar is supposed to hunt for rodents, not birds. So far, as far as I've been able to tell, the birds are too quick for him. He stalks up and gets in range, and they notice and fly away. I might get a present, yes. Well, many, many years ago, when I was a lad, and our cat Squirmy, the miniature gray tiger, he was the king of the hill then. And he used to leave little bits of his catches on the front porch, especially. Xandar did bring a squirrel. It was like the second one he caught, and it was still not finished off yet. He had it in his jaws. That was the first one he brought inside, and this was like the second one, and he's like wanted to bring it inside. He was outside the closed door, the glass door there in the back of the house. I had to say, well, that's a squirrel's lot, is to be food, you know. Anyways, I told him that he couldn't bring it in, but he was a mighty hunter. Yes, squirrels are rodents. They're a pest, but their function is they spread seeds around. They move the seeds around for the trees and stuff like that, and they also are a supply of meat for the hawks. I saw a hawk this tree right here, and then flap off with a poor doomed squirrel in its talons. So, but squirrels are less objectionable than rats, but not by very much. Anyways, a big cat living in your yard helps deter them. So they're not nearly the nuisance they were before Xander got here. And he was here for about a month before he started venturing out. And now he owns the place. So, and the squirrels steer clear. So there are both gray and red squirrels. The gray squirrels, and there's also, I've noticed, a hierarchy in rodents. So the gray squirrels were the ones that were overrunning the yard. Those are the ground squirrels. And they are not around. They're not around. The red squirrels, which are the tree squirrels, and there's still some of them around. They tend to stay out. They try and come in the yard to get water because there's water in the yard. There's a pond and stuff. But they're a bit, and they're definitely higher up on the chain. And then the squirrels, the gray squirrels, used to come in, and they would find the gopher holes, and they would like piss in the gopher holes. So I guess they were expressing their yeah. Oh, really? You didn't ever have the brown squirrels? I'm not sure about the. I don't think we have those ones here. These ones are more red. But squirrels in St. Joe, eh? They have squirrels up at Krug Park there in St. Joe, Jacqueline? Yeah. And they also got some mean biter geese up there sometimes, I understand. Uh, that's. Let me take another look at the valley here. Here's the valley. Up. Maybe we can try a landscape. There we go. Does that look nice, the landscape? You can hear some Flow and Go gardener with his weed blower up the hill there, somebody's house. There's the back of the house there. There's the pool, which is covered right now. It's covered with a tarp, and the tarp is covered with the little walnuts that are falling from the tree, or not walnuts, but acorns. Yes, El Diablo. Yes, and you can see it's kind of hazy. The skies, like we had some really clear days, but now it's kind of hazy. So there's, like I was saying when I first signed on, there's some smoke somewhere. Something's on fire somewhere and putting smoke in the air. I haven't watched the news or anything, so I'm not sure. Uh, and then there's a horrendous fire down south, I understand. But again, I'm sort of like boycotting watching the news because I don't need that stress. If the news is bad enough, somebody will tell me, right? It is a lovely day, though. It's warming up nicely. It was cold last night, and this morning the season has definitely shifted here in California. And the good news about that is it's still dry as can be, but and there's no rain in the forecast. But once we get that things cool down, and once the first rains come in, then we don't have to worry about the fires and stuff. Not as much. Always got to worry about them now. NorCal. NorCal rocks. So I guess I will just maybe read another poem. Is that all right? Let's see, what else do we got here? There's just a little bit from Roarshock page, volume 1, number 5. On the bus in San Francisco, Tales of Muni Past, May 2nd, 1989. Let me see what we have here. It's hard to read these comments. Ooh, halcyon days, did you say? I just spilled some of my cream soda. But luckily it didn't spill on my phone or my book, and I'm outside. Uh-oh, here it comes. It's coming this way. Let me show you that. There it is, the spilled cream soda. It's probably, scroll to the left. Oh, there it is. Okay. She said, halcyon days are coming. Yes. Yes. I know I got a bunch of these sodas for when the grandkids came over, and they didn't quite finish them off. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I am learning so much about this, and I appreciate that. You like the cream soda, or just that kind of soda? I got 3 kinds of the Zivia for the party. There was cream soda, ginger root beer, and the other one was cherry cola. And they were all 3. They were all, sugar-free, 0 cal. The cola has caffeine in it, but the others don't. Yeah, root beer, yum yum. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to try and read that piece that I was going to read before I spilled my drink. On the bus in San Francisco, Tales of Muni Past, May 2nd, 1989. On a dilapidated 15-line bus on my way out from North Beach to my new job in a warehouse south of Market. Soon money will be coming in, some bills will get paid, and when not working, I'll be able to write of other matters aside from poverty and despair. My job is located at Brannan and 2nd Streets, across the street from the newly renamed Jack London Street, and, as I have learned, a block away from the house where London was born at 3rd and Brannan in 1876. The house burned down in the fire of 1906, and a Wells Fargo Bank branch now occupies the site. I got this information from a California Historical Society plaque attached to the front of the bank. By odd coincidence, I was reading a Jack London story when I went to interview for this job. In a Far Country is the story of 2 selfish, civilized men trapped in an Alaskan cabin who destroy themselves and each other. And then asterisk, to my mind leaps images of Charlie Chaplin and Max Swain in The Gold Rush. It's very curious reading these things that are from a long time ago. Okay, one more from the RP, Volume 1, Number 3, March 20, 1999. 4 Mile Island. Accident at 4 Mile Island, a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania yesterday. How serious it was, not yet certain. Large cloud of radioactive steam hovering overhead. Congress up in arms. Governor Brown suggests research into alternate power sources. Anti-nuclear sentiment grows. Parallels between 4 Mile Island and the movie China Syndrome just released. The movie describes a similar nuclear accident. The cover of Zap Comics #9 is an amazing painting by S. Clay Wilson. It portrays strange, mutated humans blowing each other away in some brutal and lethal conflict. The stars are pale and everything is sickly and bent. It is a picture of after the catastrophe. A hum in the air, a moment of silence, then a low boom. The news comes slowly from faraway stations. An atom bomb has ended San Francisco, the Bay, Oakland, Berkeley, Richmond, Marin, San Mateo. Radiation fingers are creeping over the ridge top. Night comes, the stars are pale. Wild dogs run. Mad-eyed looters break liquor store windows. Babies glow in the dark. May that never happen. May that dream never happen or come to fruition. Remain a dream. That's too dark a moment to stop on. So, is anybody here still? I'm still here. Okay. Okay, one more poem, and then I'm going to stop, and I will be very curious to watch the replay of this. And I hope anybody watching this now or in the future is enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Work poem. Laughter days and broken bits of past and future storms wave past the office buildings, hotel, warehouses, and freeway littered with Burger King wrappers. Beer bottles pile up in the parking lot and fill my soaking plastic sack. Smoke of cigarettes of clove, tree branches, exhaled in gray rings after sausage and eggs, over easy at break time, trying to pretend the coffee's good, and the land-filled bay a vast clear plain with snowy mountains all around. And I will be back again on Periscope, and I hope that you will be back too.